Good evening, this is Jasmine Nangwam and welcome to ISTV Evening News. First the headlines. Guwahati High Court directs eviction of encroachers along the eastern bank of Nambu River from Maharani Bridge to Kishamthong Bridge. And commercial bus stop plying along Indo-Burma Shugnu Road against issuing of permit for winger vehicles. Now the news in detail. A division bench of Guwahati High Court has directed to evict encroachers on the eastern bank of Nambu River in between Maharani Bridge and Kishamthong Bridge in Imphal. The division bench of Justice Nandakumar and Justice K. Maruno passed the judgment after hearing a public interest litigation filed by the President of the Environment Protection Committee, Haubizam Birchandra, through Advocate H. Nabachandra. The judgment was passed in view of the various measures being taken up to keep Imphal city a pollution-free one. Imphal Municipal Council, Secretary of the Union Ministry of Environment and Forest, Secretary of the Ministry of Urban Development and Poverty Alleviation, Executive Officer of Mahut and Member Secretary of the Manipur Pollution Control Board were the respondent of the PIL. People of Charenthong were surprised today after they saw a just-born infant floating in Kongba River near Charenthong. The infant was first noticed by a local who went for a bath at around 9:30 a.m. today. It is not known who had sacrificed a just-born infant, but one thing has been clear, that infanticide is still practicing at large in the state of Manipur, where several lakhs of money has been spending for creating awareness to the local people through various NGOs and VOs. Porompat police has reportedly taken up a case. Selected candidate of 7th IRB and Manipur Rifles Battalion today threatened to call 48 hours Manipur Ban in the state if government authority fails to provide them joining form by September 25th. This was announced by the General Secretary of all Manipur 7th IRB and MR selected candidates, Avinash, during a meeting with the media persons at Thau Ground. Speaking to news persons, Avinash said even as the result of the recruitment test had been announced on January 17th, the authority had not issued them any joining forms. He said earlier the organization had urged the authority to issue the joining form by September 20th. However, the authority remained unnoticed to the demand of the organization. He further said if the government does not respond to the demand of the organization even after the ban, then the organization would proceed different kinds of violent agitations. Commercial buses plying along the Imphal-Sugnu Road came to a complete halt today in protest against the issuing of transport permit to Tata Winger service along the Indo-Myanmar Road. According to the spokesperson of the Indo-Burma Sugnu Road Bus Owners Welfare Union, the Transport Directorate had an agreement with the union on 26th of October 2009 to stop issuing of permits to Tata Magic, Wingers, Diesel Auto and Mega Diesel vehicles from September 30th. However, the department authority, without keeping their words, had issued permit to 10 wingers for Kakching, Kunau and Palel. Speaking to ISTV News, Secretary of the Union A. Priyakumar has warned the government of serious consequences if the permit issued to the winger vehicles were not withdrawn. Misuse of mobile phones had resulted to the increased crimes against women. According to the chairperson of Manipur State Commission for Women, Dr. Ibetombi, certain crimes of illicit relationship among men and women established from communication in mobile phones have come across by the Commission. According to official source, out of the 25 domestic violence related cases taken up by Commission, 2 have been related with mobile phones. A woman who has been pregnant by the man whom she came in touch after talking through mobile phone have filed a case to the Commission for Justice. Dr. Ibetombi further said not only illicit relationships were established with the help of the mobile phones, but also spouse of a family often went in heavy quarreling after receiving unexpected and suspicious calls. She said parents and guardians should be careful while giving mobile phones to their young ones. The government and Delhi police today dismissed as motivated and totally bogus a video footage shown by an Australian TV channel to claim there was a security breach at the Men Commonwealth Games arena at Jawaharlal Nehru Stadium. Reacting to the sting operation by an Australian TV crew, Union Urban Development Minister S. Jayapal Reddy, who heads the group of ministers on the Commonwealth Games, said the incident relates to a period when security arrangements was not in place. Reddy, however, assured all foreign guests that the 17 venues and the games village will be fortified and have as much foolproof security as at prime installations in the capital. Reddy said the incident reported in one of the Australian channels relates to a period when security arrangements were not in place. Security sanitization is still on. From 24th morning, they will be highly foolproofed. Delhi Police spokesperson Ranjan Bhagat said the sting operation was totally bogus and incorrect, and the reporter was trying to create a false impression of security breach by walking from barricades placed on the main road near the stadium, which were only meant to divert vehicles. He said the spot was far away from the main entry gate of the Jawaharlal Nehru Stadium, from where the actual manual checking of those entering the venue is done. Bhagat said such a sting operation seems to be motivated and deliberately planted, in which the reporter does not even know that ammonium nitrate is a fertilizer and a non-prohibited item for sale in India. In a lockdown, the entire venue is completely sanitized by security agencies and is sealed after a thorough check of each room available. The only time when the seals will be taken off is when the Commonwealth Games officials or players will enter these areas. An Australian TV channel has claimed that its crew got past security personnel and entered the arena with crude explosives brought in New Delhi a few days ago. Channel